once again, it's one of the time where we just talk, chat. But today is special. Today in the sense that for someone like me, I like to always look back into memory lane to celebrate myself, celebrate people that have been there for me, because so many things that happened to me that if not for God who was on my side, some people have mocked me to tomorrow. And secondly, if not for some people who are there, who stood for me, who believed in me, who say, Debola is a guy. They saw something in me. They agreed with my ministry. They were supportive. They were praying. They were giving me cash. They were there, physically in the things I do. They were giving me counsel. They were encouraging me. And some of them, their books, their tips, their CDs has been tremendous help to what I stand for. I won't say some of them, I've not seen them before, but chatting with them on social media, has tremendously been a blessing to me. Some of them are young, as in very, very young. And I've learned a lot from them. I've been encouraged by their ministry. That I'm just taking this time around in this program of mine to celebrate them, because if not for them, I won't be standing. And this is why I'm celebrating them, is for every young man, every young woman out there to know that there are people out there also that you need to have in your life. It's not everybody. It's not about your family. Your family is not only about your blood. You understand what I'm saying? And today I want to just take time out to celebrate those people. Thank them and say I'm grateful for her. Some people I don't know them. They are praying. They are praying for me. Some of them I just say, which line do you use? They just send credit card, to me, and just like that. So for every young man, young woman, for people like that, celebrate them. Don't joke with them, because I don't joke with them. And let me also take the time to tell you, young man, young woman, young boy, young girl, whatever you are going through, just about it. Just in time, things will go. And I think the book of James says, these things that we're going through is to perfect us. At the end of the day, we will not want anything. It's to make us mature. Because if I look back in the things I've gone through today, I'm grateful to God for going through some of those things. If I look back at what people have done for me as in negative things, the last time I was sharing on Wednesday in my journey journal about it was the negativity of the church that got me stronger. Because I was asking myself, I don't understand, why should the church that's supposed to believe in me is not believing in me? I remember I said something like, I've been suspended several times. I know the last shock I got was somebody was trying to walk me out of the church, as in the church of God. And that's ridiculous. But that has been some of the things I have gone through that has made me strong. So today, I don't want to take more time. I have people that, I can't joke with them because they've been there for me. There's one particular person. I remember the first time I met him, I was so afraid because ordinarily his face was not welcoming. As in, the face was not something I just look at and say, man, this is a good face. No. But till today, he has been one of those that have encouraged me in my ministry. He has been one of those that's still encouraging me in my ministry. I remember each time I write my Facebook, when everybody abandoned me, as in literally abandoned me. This is not, I'm not trying to joke about it. This person stood by me. I remember when I was trying to write about my mission statement about my ministry, this person was the person that said, come, bros, I don't even know what to write it down. But let me just talk, put it down for me. And then he was the one that wrote it for me, because we had what we call class academy that time. He wrote it down for me, and it has been tremendous. I'm talking about the person that my center pastor, my pastor, Pastor Olga Okwe. Now, to me, if you have been a blessing to me, I will, you know, I will talk about you. You understand? It is not a crime. So I'm grateful to him for still standing by. I'm grateful to him for him still believing in what I do. I'm grateful to him for the counsel. I'm grateful to him literally for things get as a bill. Even if I'm asking for 2,000 naira, something will come out. So I'm grateful to him for Pastor Olga Okwe, my center pastor, my pastor. I'm grateful to people like it has been long I've seen them. Each time when I joined my church newly, these are the people that I asked myself, are they Christians at all? The former center pastor of my church, and that's the person of we call him Momingozi Korompo. These are the people that even before you ask for anything, these are the people that tells you and communicate with you that thing before they ask of you. These are the people that are spiritually, their spiritual antenna is so sensitive that they connect with you just like that. I'm grateful to them, and these are people that are praying for you. You go to their fellowship, they are praying for you. You know their heart is for you. People like the late Reverend Adelusi. People that when they see you for the first time, just fall in love with you. And then with the nonsense you are playing, I remember those days in Solo Center when I was playing keyboard, and from far just give me a thumbs up, and I said, and then he just connected to me, and I was asking myself, how come? People, and there's some people also, I read their books, I listen to their CDs. My coach, Reverend Dr. Tunde Joda, I'm grateful. Like the one we listen to this morning, these are people that are consistently sensitive to the things of the Spirit. These are people that when you see their lives, you are rest assured that you are still following God. I'm grateful to my founding pastor, Reverend Dr. Sylvester Yumalichi, senior pastor of Jesus Family Fellowship. I'm grateful to him. I'm grateful to my pastor friend who's in Warri, Pastor David AJ, I call him the Bishop of Warri. I'm grateful to someone like that, because people like we met them in the ministry, and they consistently celebrate people like us, not judging us because we look quite different, because our ministry is different from what they are doing. Now, why am I saying all this thing? I'm saying it again because as a young man, as a young woman, there's a possibility what we are doing now is different from what other people are doing. We rest assured you are in the right path. Look for people that will celebrate you. Look for people that understand what you are doing, and then you go ahead. I'm grateful to people like Reverend Bola Thomas. I don't even know where he is. I don't know where she is, but I met her one day to another man of God I will celebrate this morning, and she said some things about prayer, and that has been the way I pray always. And she said it, and I connected to that. So that really helped me personally, helped my ministry. It still helped me to today, because that's how I pray. And I'm grateful to the person that introduced me to her via the program he held. And that's in the person of Apostle Joseph Olushola Ezekiah. That is another man that each time I do this, one of my programs, I always tell how he encouraged me via his story. And there's another man that I'm asking, how does he survive? Because he has a ministry, an outreach ministry. And This is a man of God that God speaks to about the Holy Spirit, publishes books. And I'm asking myself, how does he survive? So it has been a mentor, a father to me, because looking at his ministry and how he has been surviving with family. So I'm grateful for him for being in my life. I'm grateful for one of my friend also, Lifeway Ministry, Pastor, the Apostle of Fruitfulness, Pastor, what's it called? Pastor Nathaniel Olabo, the teacher of our time. You know, they ordained us together over 20 years ago, and they were still bubbling in the Lord. So I'm grateful for somebody like him, always connecting, always asking us what is happening to us. So I'm grateful to him. You know, I'm grateful to my family. You know, one way or the other, my family has they don't know. There are certain things that they did to me that I asked myself. There was a time I was asking myself, why should they? But what they did to me, or what they did for me, has strengthened me, has made me who I am today. I'm grateful for my sister, the teacher among us, Mrs. Adetutu Adelaja. I'm grateful for my brother, the second born, the pastor, Pastor Kehinde, I know, the one I followed. That's my brother, the engineer, Debola, I know. And I'm grateful for myself, the fourth born and our last born. Our last one that is close to me, Olumide, I know. I'm grateful for my family, grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for my dad and my mom. Even though I keep telling people, if I were to train my children the way I was trained, I would have killed them. But the training they gave us has sustained us till date, has helped us to weather through the storms that life keeps throwing at us. I'm grateful that people also in my center that I'm grateful for, because their life has been a blessing to me. And I called one of them yesterday. I call him the Enjoy. How would I call it? The Enjoy Minister. Each time he talks, each time I see him in the place of you, say enjoy yourself. Even in the midst of challenges. I'm talking about Pastor White Afonya. And this is the person that, man, see, we call him White because if you see his head, I don't understand. But a jovial man, open man, spiritual man that I can relate easily with him. And then I call the wife my girlfriend, Sister Victoria, has been a blessing, tremendous blessing to me. Each time I go to their house, their children is like my own children. Ephraim, Joshua, David, Daniel, and the family owns. They have been a tremendous help to me, supporting, people that you can open your heart to. These are people that I am always grateful. I'm grateful to them because I know you can connect easily with them. And when you connect easily with people, it makes things easy for you. These are people that, regardless of what you are going through, when you call them, they can give their hearts to you, and at least try to give their hearts to you. So I'm grateful to them. There are so many people I can talk about, people that I've not seen, people I've seen in my own church, also my other side of the church, the Anglican side of the church. I call the Yahweh of our family, of our church, Mrs. Idowu. I have the Yahweh of our family, Chief Mrs. Duro. So people that there's no time you go to them, they must give you something. Even if you don't ask them, they will still give you something. They will offer you something. Some of they offer counsel, they offer money, they offer things that I'm also saying that just time around to thank my Oga at the top, my venerable, my namesake, venerable Debola Adebiji, another man that I'm grateful for because of his simplicity. Somebody who's old and still relates with people like us. Not judging us based on our kind of personality. So I'm grateful for somebody like that. Somebody I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for. There's a name I always call this person. I'm trying to remember the name. Now, why? Before I talk about this person again, I want to just remind you out there, whether you like it or not, life will throw something at you. You need people in your life to celebrate you, even in your weakness. You need people to be there for you, to lift up your hands. Just like the story of Moses, they needed the battle to be won. Imagine there was no Joshua and Caleb to lift up the hands of Moses, the battle would have been lost. So, look, it's not everybody They might not even be in your family, but look for somebody that can be there for you to lift up your hands. Can't forget, again, I want to use time to say again, so that you people can hear. I have people behind me. I have people that regardless of what they see, whatever they are seeing in me, they are always there for me. Regardless of my nothingness, because at times, people may not understand what God says you should do, and it looks this is ridiculous. Just like the Bible says, God instructed a man to go and marry a prostitute. Imagine this time around, somebody God said go and marry a prostitute. How would you sound in the ear of people? But do you know there are people that consistently and continually they are always doing it? This person you can mention his name, make it run your belly anyhow if you are angry with me. But I'm grateful for him. Ross, I'm saying thank you again. Pastor Oka, Olga, Okwe, and all the children, the Yoruba family, the terrorists of the family, about the terrorists of the family, Uli, call himself Irene, and then the pastor's wife also. Pastor Dickiness, Bumi, Olga, I'm grateful. Okwe, the tallest of the family. Isaiah, the professor of the family. Egaga, okay, they call him shortest. That's the family. That's Isaiah. I'm grateful for Egaga. My assistant cameraman, I'm grateful for all of them. Finally, I'm also grateful for my backbone, my wife, one and only, the person that have been there. They can, carry my sheets, carry my wala, carry my I don't have money today, carry my lack of understanding, carry my this guy has wala too much, and that's my wife. That's my wife. I call him Oyin Consola. I'm grateful for her, being with me. Finally, I am saying thank you to as many that are there. So some people ordinarily they have not seen before. They just see what you are posting and they like your post and they inbox you, they chat you, say, brother, you are doing something good, and that's encouraging for someone like us because I tell you, I don't have a church. I have an itinerary ministry, and for somebody that has not ever seen before, they are always looking forward to your posting. They are always looking forward to your ideas. They are always looking forward to your videos, and that gives somebody like us, confidence. That gives somebody like us that okay, what we are doing is good. So I'm grateful. I may not mention your name, but I'm grateful. I'm saying thank you for all that you are doing. Sometimes some people even ask for my account number, like some of you will do now. After now, say I should send my account details. Don't worry, I'll send. Just ask me, I will send it to you. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Like I said once again, the essence of this to this platform is to let you know, as a young man, as a young woman, wherever you are right now is not the last place you will be. Like my coach said this morning, failure is not about failure. You'll be called a failure if you stay where you are, if you refuse to stand up. So every one of us will go through wilderness experience, every one of us will go through challenge. But when you refuse to stay in that challenge, that's where the problem is. Oh, let's not forget, there's also another person that has always been a blessing to me. He's only here in our midst this morning, and that's, we call him Evangelist Sonny. I'm sure right now he's smiling wherever he is, and there I'm pointing to him. And this is somebody that ordinarily looking at his life has been encouragement to every one of us around. Where I am right now is far inside. Shockingly, every Sunday, I always meet him there. And it's encouraging to somebody like us that if he can do it, we can do better. So once again, I'm saying great. I'm thankful. Then let me also. It's actually not be begging, but Oyinbo people still they beg. I beg, and they're already laughing already. I have a YouTube channel. Please go to our YouTube channel and then like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Everything about me is on Debola Praise, not Ade, Debola Praise. On Facebook, Debola Praise. On IG, Debola Praise. On Twitter, Debola Praise. On YouTube, Debola Praise. Just like, share, help us share our stuff, help us share our YouTube channel. there's a program coming up in this month called Before You Say I Do. There's a book of mine concerning the program. The book, the pre-order is 1,000 naira. The program is 3,000 naira. And in the program, you get the book free. I'm sure on our social platform, you see the flyers there. Also, there's a book also that I've written called Marital Blissful, Having a Marital Blissful Sex. Many people are struggling in their marriage today because of sexual issues. That book explains more. You are interested? How much? 2,000 naira. Get you the book. Just chat me up, and I'm sure I will respond to you. Any number you see of mine on the social media platform is my number, and it's also on WhatsApp. Chat me up, and I will respond to you. Please don't try and leave me call. I may not pick your call, but chat me on WhatsApp, and I will respond to you. Wednesday is another day. I'll talk my story. Journey Journals. Join me there. There's a lot of stories that I have not heard before, and I'm sure God will bless in Jesus' name. On one of our platforms called The Real Relationship on Facebook, we have started a series called Before You Say I Do, just a before the program on that platform, to share red flags on Before You Say I Do. There are things you need to run away from, the things that you need to cut off from, things that when you see this one, just run. I always tell people, literally just run from that person. So every week I will share on that, so the people can hear and understand what we are going to talk about concerning the program. The date of the program is June 26th. All this I'm saying, I'm trying to rush because I want to the time. Chat me up, and I will respond to you. God bless you.